morning everybody, and welcome back to another Robbie metal detecting adventure. Now, I'm on a permission today that I got about a year ago. I didn't get a chance to detect it much, for the simple reason every time I wanted to, it was either that deep in snow, throwing it down with rain, or blowing a gale. So I've come back today and look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. Marvellous spring day, the birds are singing in the trees, the blossoms coming out. You couldn't wish for a better day. Now over there's a very busy dual carriageway, but I know through some research that I did that dual carriageway many years ago used to be a little cart track linking two villages together, so you never know your luck. So let's just hope that we find some nice bits and pieces and let's get on with it. Right then, my good friends, I've only literally walked from just there to here, got the first signal, came up at about 45. It's in one of these lumps here. I'll just let you have a listen to that. Oh, there we go. Alright, it's not in that. It's not in that. Ah, here we go. Let's see what we've got. First signal of the day, looks like the first piece of rubbish of the day. Ah, well. I don't think it's rubbish, but once again, I don't know what it is. Let's have a look. Oopsie-daisy. You see that? I thought it was just a piece of copper pipe at first, but it's got some decoration on it. Can you see? Can you see the decoration on it just there? Well, I don't know what it is, but it's obviously something. So it's a decent find, whatever it is. Right, I'll fill the hole in and we'll crack on. Right, my good friends, we've got another signal down here. It came up at 67 on the scale. I'll let you have a listen to it. I've obviously already dug the plug out. Well, it's gone down to about 60 now, so I'll just plug this back in. So it's over here somewhere, so let's see what we've got. Oh, turn it down. It's in here. Ah, looks quite interesting anyway. It looks like a little tappy thing. Oh, I don't know. Let's just give it a bit of a wipe. I'll just show you that. You see that? It's like a little tap thing with a hole in it. Not quite sure what it was for. Looks as though it's broken off at that end just there, which is probably why it's in the ground. But it's another nice little find. So, best foot forward. Have you ever wondered what you look like to a little worm or a little snail or a beetle? Well, this is what you look like. You look like a big scary monster. So, when you dig them out of your hole, just remember to put them back and don't stand on them, because they're all God's creatures. Okie dokie. Right, next signal, boys and girls. It's quite a good signal. I'll pull the plug out, let you have a listen. It's coming up, it's in between 78 and 84 on the scale, so it's definitely worth a dig. So let's just hope it's not a load of rubbish, because I'm doing a live dig. Right, let's go for it. Right, somewhere around about there. says it's only about 4 inches deep. So, keep your fingers crossed. Don't like feel of that. Could be part of a tractor. Or might just have been a brick. Right, we're in here somewhere. No. Get that out. Get that out. To one side. Is it in here? Get off! Right, we're in here somewhere. This bit. Yeah. Now we're in here. Try this bit. Now. No, we're in here. Ha-ha! Oh, it's coin. Well, have a look at that. It's a silver coin. Oh, it's a nice silver coin. It looks... It's a shilling. It's a silver shilling. It's in very good condition. Hold on. Give it a wipe. I can even see the date on it. It's 1914. So that's solid silver, or near as damn it solid silver. It'll be 925. Look at that. That's a lovely little coin, that. Really pleased with that. King George, obviously, 1914. Well, you have a look at King George's head. There's King George's head, glinting in the beautiful sunshine. Right, I'll pop that in my special little place. And we'll fill the hole in and move on. Well, the little friendy has come to join me. Well, I say little friend, he's quite big actually. He's just been trying to eat the detector, haven't you? His friend's over there in the distance, a little white horse. I've met them before. They're quite pleasant. Beautiful things, aren't you, sausage? Just thought I'd share that with you. Hee. Right, boys and girls, just dug this plug out at the side of my big friend over there, the big horsey. Hold on, where am I? Yes, it's not in there, it's not in there. According to the detector, it's in one of these lumps here somewhere. So, let's see if we can find it and hope it's something good. No, not in here. Not in here. Oh, hold on. Oh, I think we've got another coin, boys and girls. Right, just move that. I'll get a bit closer to the camera so we can... Oh, I can see the edge of it there, look. You see that edge? Yeah. Let's have a look, see what we've got. Well, fairly sure it's a coin and not a button. Well, I hope it's not a button anyway. No, it's a coin. It's definitely a coin. Don't know what kind. I'll wipe it on my trousers a bit. Still don't know what it is. Oh well, but it's a coin. Have a look at that there. I'm not bothered if I don't find out what it is really. Although I would like to, obviously, but you know, I mean, at least it's a coin. At least it's a decent find. Anyway, we'll pop that in the bag. I might be able to get something off that actually. It's badly worn, but I think I can just make out some writing. I'm not sure, but we'll have a look later on. Okie dokie. Right, it's very hot out here. It's really hot. It must be about 80 degrees Fahrenheit, that is. Anyway, I'll see you in a while. Right, I'll just quickly show you this, boys and girls. It was a good signal, came up about 78 on the scale, but it's just a piece of rubbish. It's a piece of scrap. I'm not quite sure what kind of scrap. Probably melted, I don't know, melted aluminium, something like that. Nothing much to shout about, so we'll pop it in the bag, fill the hole in, and we'll have a wander over there where the horses are going. The sun has got his hat on, hip 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 hooray! The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out today. Right, we've got another signal down here. It's not in there, it's not in there, it's not in there, it's still in the hole. I'll let you have a listen to it. I'll pull the plug out. Can you hear that? Coming up at 63 on the scale. So, let's have a look and see if we can find it. Not in here. Not in here. Let's have a look with this here. Hold on a minute. Is that it? No. No. It's another coin, boys and girls. Very green. Have a look together. Oh, let me shuffle over here. Oh, my old bones are playing up. Yeah, that. Let's give it a bit of a clean. Oh, got it up. It's not a button. No. I don't know. Could be a button, that. It's a big button. I don't know though. Oh, look at that. See it in the sun. It's a bit big for a button. But if it's a button, it's a button. In fact, I think it is a button. I can just make out the what's possibly left of the shank on the back. You see that there? Oh well, not to worry. It's a nice find. No, before we go any further, somebody asked me the other day what that little box is on top of the detector. Well, it's quite simple. It's the wireless transmitter for the headphones. I got fed up of all the cable and stuff like that, so I just decided to go wireless. If you look at one of my earlier videos where I'm in my workshop, I'm just running through a few accessories that you can get, and I just tell you what it is and a bit about it and where I got it from. It were about £90, and I have to say, well worth every penny. Anyway, put the button away and we'll crack on. Now, boys and girls, this is a perfect example why you should never ignore badger holes. There's a load down there, there's some up there, some here, and if you ever come across them, all the spoilie, check it, because they dig down a long way and basically they've done all the work for you. So I've just been rooting about in this mud here because I got a signal, and lo and behold, look what Mr. Badger has dug up for you and me. You can probably see it. There we go. Not hard to find. The dirt's nice and loose and everything. It's not hard. It's not a button. It's definitely a coin. It's King George, which I pretty much expected it to be. I'll show you that. King George. I'll probably be able to get a date off it when I've cleaned it up, but I can't see it at the moment. The front side is quite good with King George's head on it, but the back side looks as though it wants a bit of cleaning up. But never ignore badger holes. I'm going to check that one next. You never know, you look. And there's some more. I'm on this bank just above that stream there. And what I'm looking for crossing points on the stream, because I know on the farmland over there, which I have got permission to go on, since the 1700s they were holding agricultural shows just over there. Now, where they were agricultural shows, there were a lot of people. They may have been traipsing across this stream, and I'm going to try and find where they were going across the stream. Always well worth looking out for things like that. Badger holes, crossing points, anything like that. Okay, right, I'll put this away, put Mr. Badger's hole back together. It wasn't really a hole actually, because he hasn't gone down too far. I think he's just been testing it. Anyway, we'll crack on. Right, boys and girls, I've actually found one of the crossing points. It's just behind me down there. So I've been having a fertile round with the detector in this area, and we've got another coin. It's down here, look. This one, I think, is... hold on. King Edward. You might be able to see it in the sunlight, if I just show it you there. But that's definitely King Edward. Don't know the date, but we'll find that out later on. But it just goes to show you, always look for crossing points on streams and things like that. People might have slipped down, fell down on the bank, lost money out of their pockets, all that kind of stuff. And it's up to us to find it. Right then, my good friends, I am literally, I'll show you, where the spade is, that's where we've just dug that King Edward coin up, and I'm literally 1 metre away from it, and there's another one just there. See that? Another King Edward, almost certainly come out of the same pocket, so I could be here for quite a while. Right, boys and girls, I appear to be at the main crossing point of the stream that goes in that direction. We've got another signal down here. It's not in there, it's in the hole. So let's have a look and see what we've got this time. Might be another King Edward or King George. I don't know. Jackpot! Oh. Look at this. Ooh. See that? That is a half crown. I dug one of these up about a month ago. I've only ever dug two up in all my life. The one I dug up the other month was 1920 or 21, I think. This one is in extremely good condition. Oh, get some mud off it. I don't know if I can get a date off it. Have a look. 1918. So that one is 925 silver, which is why it's in such good condition. Look at that cracker. I knew this was going to be a good place. Like I said, I couldn't detect it before because it was covered in snow. But I'll be back here again, that's a dead cert. Because I'm sure there's lots of stuff to be found in this little valley thing, where people have jumped across the stream and fell down the bank and stuff like that. But that's a cracker, that one. Absolute beauty. Look at that. Oops, sorry. Look at that. Obviously King George. Hey, I'll put that somewhere special. Hold on. There we go. Right, I'll fill the hole in, and I'm going to go for something to eat now, so I'll see you in a while. Ooh. Well, I'll just very quickly show you this here, boys and girls. I don't know what it is. I haven't got the faintest idea. Looks like a little dome, little cap off something made out of copper. But there you go, just another interesting little find. See you in a while. I'll just quickly show you this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what it is, but it looks very old. Look at that. What do you reckon that is? I don't know. Some kind of artifact. That came off it as well. Maybe off that bit there. Don't know what that is. Any ideas, anybody? Because I haven't. Ha! There we go. Right, we'll crack on. Right, welcome back everybody. Now, I had to cut the hunt slightly short because I noticed a farmer coming into the bottom of the field in the corner with his muck spreader. So I thought to myself, I'm out of here anyway. So instead of doing the roundup in the field, I'm doing it at home. So let's have a look at what we've got. Well, let's start off with the mystery object. I'll let you have a look at this, a good look at it. Now, I'm hoping that somebody in there, one of you lovely people, can help me out on this one. I mean, I haven't got the faintest idea. I mean, look at it. What on earth is that? That little wheel there, it's knurled, so it's screwed down or upwards. I think it's made out of brass. I don't know how old it is, but it's just a very bizarre looking piece, whatever it is. So if anybody's got any idea, please let me know. Okie dokie, just leave me a comment. And then we dug up this little pluggy tappy type thing. It's got a thread on the inside, so it's not that old. I just don't know what it is. Probably off a piece of farm equipment, something like that. But anyway. Then we dug up this little cappy thing. It's just a cone shaped cap. I tell you what it reminds me of. You know the old fashioned pedigree prams? It reminds me of the little hubcap thing that went onto the wheel of the pram. I could be wrong, I don't know. It just looks like it to me, that's all. And then we dug up what I thought at first was a piece of copper tube, but it's got some design on it, as you can see, and it tapers down at both sides. So I now think that that is probably the bottom of a walking cane. Well, that's the best I can come up with anyway. And I'm no expert. So that's them. Anyway, went on to the coins. I haven't got a clue. Can't get anything off it at all. It's just green as it come out of the ground. That was the one that I thought was a button, but it's not. What I thought was the shank is just some corrosion on the back of the coin, or the front of the coin, whichever. But that's it anyway. Don't know. And then we dug this one up. I can vaguely see a left-facing head on it, and that's it. Once again, I can't get anything off it at all. Totally blank. But there you go. Then we went on to the little ravine where the stream was, and we dug up the King George penny, which is that one there. You can just see his head, and you can just about make out Britannia on the reverse side of the coin. I can get a date off that. It's 1920, so there you go. Then we dug the two King Edward coins up, practically next to each other, weren't they? The date on that one is 1943. You can see King Edward's head just there, and the little ship on the back just there, and the other one, same monarch, Edward, another ship's halfpenny, so just see the back of it there, and his head once again. And that one is 1945. And then we dug the little silver shilling up, which is that one just there. It's a lovely little coin. You don't dig many of those up at all. The date on that is 1914, if I remember correctly, and that's King George's head there. So 1914, yeah, that'll be 925 silver, because it's pre-1920-ish. And then we dug the half crown up, which is that, just there. As I said, I've only ever dug two of those up in my life. Beautiful coins. They were so well made and so well engraved. That's his head there, and that was 1918. That's right, 1918. I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine losing that? I mean, that's like a week's wages, unless you were wealthy. but most people weren't. I mean, the person who lost that must have been absolutely gutted. Well, I know I would have been anyway. It's like losing £50 or something like that. Anyway, that's the roundup for today. I hope you enjoyed coming out with me. I enjoyed having you with me once again. So that's about it for today, and I'll just look forward to seeing you on the next dig. So take care of yourselves, and bye for now.